Hi, I'm Jackie, and that's Sherry.
And I'm a ketchup connoisseur.
Ew. And obviously I'm a professional hater. Join us as we talk about life.
The good.
The bad.
And the random.
Welcome to Life is Good. Welcome back.
Yes. Today's a Saturday. Good afternoon.
It is not. Is it Saturday?
Oops. It's a Friday.
Welcome to Friday on LIG podcast, ligma podcast.
Ligma balls.
I'm Jackie as usual.
And I'm Sherry.
And today we have a special guest.
Let's describe her. She has red hair, but it's
actually
actually
like
blonde.
reddy brown. Auburn.
She has a fat wagon.
The baddest wagon, actually. Let me take my gum out. Sorry. You take yours out?
I already spit it out.
I did it.
I'm very
I
professional.
didn't think about it.
I'm just such a professional podcaster.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah, fattest wagon ever.
We've
Psych
been.
major.
Yeah.
Psych
Graduate.
Psych graduate.
Yes.
Period.
And a big fan of DP.
Who is it you're asking?
Double penetration. Actually, the answer was Dr. Pepper.
Oh my
is
gosh.
The DP in reference.
But yes, welcome Miss Iris. Y'all have heard about her, the man, the myth, the legend. Our old roommate.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Sherry
did
twice.
I did live with you guys for a while.
For a
Especially
year.
you, like
Yeah.
for too
Oh,
long.
for 2 years.
Too long.
Honestly.
Though adopting cats together was like a very nice lesbian moment for us.
Oh my god.
Having children together.
Yes, Iris. Welcome in.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here. It's first podcast
Yes,
I've been
our
on.
first
First
guest.
guest.
And
Young babes.
we're popping each other's cherries right now.
Oh my god. Exactly. But before we get into today's, episode, you guys,
We gotta
follow us. Follow us on Instagram. Come on, don't be shy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Instagram.
If y'all ain't following
YouTube.
these bitches on Instagram, what the fuck are you doing with your Instagram?
Yeah. and
What are you
just-
even looking at?
Just a podcast
Butts?
Instagram. You don't even have to follow us separately. It's just the potty. lig_pod.
Just the potty.
That's all. Just a quick little plug before we get
Yes.
into how Iris has freaking been this week.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Tell us about your week, Iris.
All right, so this week, basically just working, honestly. Actually, I did, I went out to a restaurant with Jackie, other Jackie, our friend Jackie. We went out to Los Molcajetes with my mom and my stepdad, and it was very nice. It was a very nice meal. A little bit expensive.
Nice.
The place was kind of expensive. And then we went out to dinner the other night.
Is that our ICU
So
baby?
good.
Huh?
Is that your ICU baby?
Well, she just
ICU.
explained it first.
Okay.
This week, how this works go. How's it goes.
Yeah, so that was good. But for the most part, just working. My job has been very weird lately because some hackers actually hacked our system.
What?
And we're demanding ransom to put it back up. So we haven't been doing shit all week.
What
like,
the fuck?
I work at a dental clinic, and we have
In
not been able to
Denton.
see. We have not been able to see patients.
People be hacking dental clinics?
Yeah, dude, for
Like-
money. Like,
What the hell? That's fucked up.
it is fucked up. And I was like, I mean, it was great for me because I have not been doing shit at work all week. Like, I just recently became a dental assistant, and at first I fucking hated it, but this week I am living the dream. No patients to deal with. I mean, except we've had a few, but like the doctors don't want to work on people without like access to the x-rays.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know why they're even having us come in. Just pay us.
I mean, honestly, pay us to stay home. Pay you to stay home.
Exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that's been going on this week. I'm hoping that the system is still down next week. I'm hoping that these hackers fucked our shit up like too much.
So is that your weekly low? Is that your down bad story?
That's actually the high, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Not being able to do anything at work, I would say that's the high.
That's the high of the week.
The high is that my job has been very easy.
You know, the high has been that I've been sitting on my ass.
Yes, exactly.
Period.
Well, we've been doing a lot of cleaning, but I'd
Oh.
rather clean than deal with these fucking assholes that come in.
Oh, of course.
People in mouth pain are the worst people to fucking deal with. Because, like, they will treat you like you're not even a person. They really will. Especially up front. But I guess my weekly low would be... Oh, shit. What is your guys' highs and lows?
My high? I can tell you my low. I've been this whole week, these past 2 weeks, I've been late to work. This whole week, I've been late to work.
Damn.
Yeah, and when I do wake up, since I live 30 minutes away, I catch the 8 o'clock traffic. So it turns my 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh, that shit sucks in Dallas.
But yeah, that's been my week, and I feel like I dissociated at work.
Oh my god.
No, because like I was on the elevator, and it was so weird. I was on the elevator, but it didn't feel like I was in my body.
Oh,
That
dude,
sucks.
yeah. That's like a very surreal moment. I would do that in high school where I'd be walking through the hallway and then I'd just be like, actually looking at myself walking through the hallway.
It was dangerous in high school for me when I would do that because I would do that while I was driving. And it's not like you can control it, but I had a couple times where I was driving and then suddenly I was just like, ooh, I'm not here. But it's okay. Dude, I'm still alive.
That's the worst shit when you're driving on the highway and then you're like, I don't remember how I got here. Actually, I don't remember how I got on this road.
Yeah. One time it was so bad, I was driving home from work on a side streets and I ended up in Ovilla.
Because you were just driving?
I was just driving straight.
Oh my god.
It's a little bit south. I think more south than here or more north. Yeah, I was like, oh, where am I? It was only about 15 minutes though.
Still though, like
yeah, I was fucked up because it was like night and I was like, ooh, I need to go home. And I was like, if I ran out of gas right here, it would have been over, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
But my high,
what's your high?
Got paid today.
Hell yeah.
So I got money, but it's going out as soon as I get it.
I feel that.
Yes, and then also, I forgot, I think Iris mentioned it, but we went to an Italian restaurant that was bomb as fuck. It was bomb as fuck. Alright, waiter, bomb as fuck. Food, bomb as fuck.
Garrett, we love you, Garrett.
Yes, Garrett.
Garrett, if you're out there, my phone number is... I know you're married, but this pussy better.
Iris!
Oh, sorry.
No, you can swear, it's fine.
Can I talk about my fat pussy?
I'm dead. Yes, you can.
Excellent.
My weekly high, I think, was me finally fixing my door, my bitch ass door, and putting my shelves up.
Yes,
and like it makes my
cute.
room look so much more spacious instead of having a million projects just on the floor in my room, taking up room and making it look cluttered. So yeah, everything looks better in here, and I feel better in my mind.
That's good.
Nice.
The weekly low for me, I think honestly TMI starting my period because my period always fucking ruins my week. It
really
kind of
does.
just I'm in a good mood, I'm doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I'm at work and I'm like, I kind of hate being right here right now.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Then I go home and I'm like, still hate it.
It's like one sneeze and then it's like, oh my god, my day is ruined.
Oh my god, my day is
I feel like I'm sitting in a wet diaper all day.
I was sitting at work and then I just couldn't shake the feeling that I needed to cry right then and there.
Aww.
And then I was like, wait, is my period coming? I don't cry like out of nowhere unless my period's coming. And then I checked my period app and hell yeah. It was like 3 days away, baby.
See, the best thing is when you think you got your period, but it's just that WAP.
I mean, true.
No. Like, damn.
It didn't feel like that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard having a WAP. I've tweeted that before. It's hard having a WAP because it's like you gotta clean up after that bitch.
It really is. You gotta go in, like, clean after your snail trail.
I mean, she's not lying though.
Going to the bathroom just to wipe the cooch.
Yeah, you're like, oh, gotta go powder my nose.
The struggles. It's like I blew my nose in this bitch.
Oh my god. Yes. But is there anything else that we did fun this week? Other than go and eat pasta at Fiore's? It was so delicious.
I got paid today.
You got paid today?
I got paid today.
I got paid today.
Bought a quarter.
Bought a quarter.
Hit my mans up.
Oh my god. I think
I worked the whole week.
Too.
Yeah.
So I was just awake.
The lives
got
of
off, went
capitalism.
I think I had something else to share, but I kind of forgot what it was. So let's just move on to how we met Iris.
Oh, shit.
Who's Iris?
So, when we first met, it was, like, freshman year of college, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, God. I think the first time we met, I went to lunch with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Lunch or breakfast?
No.
Because how the friendship thing works out is me and Sherry met through our mutual friend, and then they were already friends with Jackie, and then Iris was Jackie's roommate.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, so we all ended up...
Yeah, but we didn't meet at lunch.
Meals
We
together.
met in your dorm.
Oh, yeah!
Y'all did, right? Not me.
Yeah, because you guys met
I met y'all at
lunch.
Or
Yes.
dinner.
But I met you beforehand.
Oh, yes.
And it was like freshman year of college. We were eating in the lunchroom. And y'all were in... Which dorm did they live in?
Maple. Oh, sorry, Clark.
Oh my god, I forgot about Clark.
Yeah.
The haunted one. Ooh, we can get into that later.
Clark Hall. We can talk about it because we're gonna mainly be talking about dorm campus today.
Campus, okay, dude. Well, when we first met, what were we saying? I just lost my total train of thought.
We were talking
so
about
y'all met in Jackie's in Iris's room,
and I think Jackie mentioned how you're saying. There was this girl that walked through your room or, like, knocked on your door, and she opened it. She's like, oh, my God, you live with or, like, you're goth or emo? And Iris was like, I'm not emo, I'm goth.
Wait.
Or is it the other way around?
Oh, yeah, somebody did just knock on our door, and
they, looked in your room.
I barely remember this, but they look in, and they're like, are you emo?
I'm like, oh, my God, I'd be like, bitch, fuck you.
And then after she left, you just said it out loud.
I was like, bitch, I'm not emo, I'm goth.
Yeah, and then... Jackie was like, just laughed at that.
That is funny. Oh, memories.
We are friends from that very moment.
Yeah, but I think, I was welcoming as usual. I think Iris was more. Iris told me if you want to take over.
Oh, I was very. I was very shy. At least freshman year. I've come much more out of my shell since then, but in meeting new people. But like back then, I was like, hi.
I mean, you were just fresh. We were all fresh out of high school.
Oh yeah,
little babies.
Just flung into a sea of strangers. To learn shit.
Literally, like having a random roommate was so scary at first. Like, I'm just glad I got Jackie, because if it wasn't Jackie and it was some crazy like. Before me and her were even roommates, I was originally supposed to have another roommate, but she messaged me and she was like, hey, so I actually wanted to be roommates with somebody else, so I'm going to go room with her, and they're going to figure out your roommate arrangement. And I was like, well, I don't want to be your fucking roommate either, bitch.
Guess you're missing out.
You missed out on all of this. All of this, my inability to wake up in the morning, so you get to your 7 alarm clocks.
Oh my gosh. Iris is, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about living together.
Oh, the alarms.
Yes.
Sound the alarm.
I think a little bit after that, then I met basically everyone at dinner one time in Mean Greens.
Yeah, the vegan restaurant. Or it wasn't a restaurant.
It was just a cafeteria.
Yeah.
The cafe. It was like cool. I was like, oh, these people are so funny.
Yeah.
Like that first group was so cute. Oh wait, but there was some drama.
Oh yeah.
That one bitch.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Before
I forgot about her until this very moment.
Before we all like collectively decided to hate her. Before I thought she was so hot. I wanted to fuck her so bad.
Well, I don't hate her anymore. I do think with the shit she does.
Hate is a strong word.
Oh yeah.
What she did was like her priorities were messed up, and
very
like
dramatic.
Somebody else should have taken the blame and not our friend.
Yeah.
But that's here and there. That shit's in the past.
It's in the past.
But that wanting to fuck, it's still there. Redacted if you're out there. This pussy is available.
Oh my god. But yeah, Iris has always been a comedian from the minute I met her. I was just like, damn, this bitch kind of funny.
No, yeah.
It takes a minute for me to like actually like be funny though.
Nah, it was straight out the gate.
You gotta put up with a few stinkers first.
Ew!
At least that's how I feel. Like, I feel like my first jokes always fall flat just because I haven't, like, felt out the vibe yet.
I didn't think so.
I thought you were funny immediately. I was just like, who is this? I was like, she funny.
I just didn't expect it because you were quiet at first. Or, like, not quiet, but, like...
No, it makes sense. Like, when I... Sorry, I was, like, trying to think of what I was going to say. Like, before I started college, like, people didn't tell me, like, you're so funny. And then when I got to, like, when I became friends with you guys and you guys were like, oh my gosh, Iris, you're so funny. And I was like, are y'all fucking with me or something?
Because you say wild shit.
Yeah, but it's funny. I'm like, and like, yeah, but it's kind of like, it's a comedy take or a stand-up.
I remember one of the first things I told you was like, I was like, you kind of have like a routine, a comedy routine like set up in your head. Like her stories are very structural. I feel like even though they just come out of her brain raw, like they kind of come out at kind of like a comedian's pace, if it makes sense. Because
I try to like, if I'm telling something, like I'd rather it be funny than just like this boring ass story.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I watched a lot of stand-up when I was a kid, so like...
I mean, you still do now.
It rubbed off.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say?
You still do now.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched, like, actual, like, stand-up, though, in a while. Like, I need to get back into it, because I'm very behind on the current, like, comedy scene. Like, back in 2012, I knew all about it.
Yeah.
But, like, I like to watch a lot of Netflix comedies, like comedians on there, even though the ones I've seen, not that great. Saw this one, what was her name? Eliza or something? Fucking awful.
Oh, no!
One of the things that I dislike in stand-up comedy is when people are just like they make a funny noise or like a face, and then that's the punchline. Like, the Eliza chick, one of her first bits, she's talking about the party goblin, which is like, she's talking about
she
basically...
made me watch it.
It was very, very cringe, but she's like, basically every person has this like party goblin that only comes out during parties. I'm cringing just even like rephrasing it. And she like does this like goblin impersonation where she goes like, and I'm like, bitch, this is not funny. I'm just very uncomfortable. And like, I don't know, it's just a lot of like surface level comedy, like jokes that like anybody can make. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, put a little bit of your own personality in there.
Party goblin kind of sounds kind of immature.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like,
Very
okay,
teenager.
you're like 28. It's time to stop blacking out.
That's childish. That's just childish.
Yeah, that's just childish. I've never blacked out.
Drinking Four Locos.
Literally. Blacking out on wine. Can you imagine that?
Oh my. Sherry wishes.
I wish.
Getting wine drunk but blacking out.
Yeah.
OMG. So, UNT.
What
Campus
about it?
life.
The campus life. We all went to UNT, if you ain't know. UNT in Denton. Psychology. Just psychology, right?
Yeah, just psychology.
Psychology. She's
Basic.
doing a master soon.
Yeah.
Master's program soon. And me and Sherry graduated with fashion merchandising degrees, and I have a minor in something else.
Something else I don't know. Gotta
I'm like,
do
nobody
it.
fucking cares.
Hell, you still earned
minor.
it.
Consumer stuff, consumer research, I'll just say. But yeah, we graduated. We got our shit together. Not really.
Yeah, no.
Because we're still
I
working in
mean,
retail.
graduating
but
doesn't mean
it's
to get
fine.
your shit together.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. It doesn't.
I got
That's
my
what
bills
learned.
paid. I got my bills paid. That's
That's
it.
the hard way.
Yeah.
Literally.
And especially, like, we graduated in a weird time at that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we got kind of the short end of the stick. I'm like,
Yeah,
honestly,
we didn't even get our own, like,
We didn't get
graduation was whack as
we
fuck.
didn't get a real graduation. We didn't get a real internship.
The last year and a half of our
You
fucking
did, I
college
didn't.
experience was some bullshit.
It was ass. But it was
Completely
yeah,
I mean,
online.
it was not the worst, but
It was ass.
I wish I
It
would
was
have
ass.
walked my stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
one
I was
thing-
like, I didn't get to walk on my stage. Part of me was like, I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
also like, damn, I didn't even get to choose
Yeah,
though.
but I saved money not buying the gown.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I just didn't even get to
It
choose.
was only like
to be
$50.
different.
That's expensive that
I mean,
I was
that
not
is-
going to
it
wear.
was
From
expensive.
Johnston's, right? It was gonna
Yeah,
be from Johnston's.
and they were only going to allow 2 people, and I have
You have a
5
big-ass
other.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, for me, that would have been easy. Mom and my aunt. Nope. No, I didn't get to attend my graduation, like, because I got the COVID vaccine, like, the day before, and I was sick as fuck.
Damn.
It was the second dose. That shit fucked me up so bad.
Yup. Same. That shit rocked my world.
No.
It really did.
Michael Jackson rocked my world. Like, dead ass.
I kept moving around my arms like that was gonna do shit.
bedridden. I mean, it works, but then, like, when you're having the shakes and dying in your bed, what is moving your arm gonna do?
Please help me. Please.
Oh man.
Circulate.
I literally
that
feel like I
that
had
didn't happen
COVID.
to me.
Shit fucking sucked.
No, my arm was just sore, and then I felt tired, and then my arm just hurted real bad. But I took a bath, and that shit was gone.
Lucky.
A bitch was convulsing.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna pass away. Like, for real.
Me too. I almost called my mom, but then I just researched it real quick at midnight, and I was like, fine, I'm okay.
I guess I'm alright, but I don't feel alright.
I don't feel alright, but I'm gonna get through it. Literally, maybe we can talk about it at a different time, because it's, like, traumatizing, but, like, could not stop shaking in my bed.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You too, right?
Yes.
Like, just for long
yeah,
periods of time.
I was laying on the couch in the living room just like
I was like, is this what it feels like to die?
it really honestly
triggering. But anyway, how was dorm life? So, Sherry, which one did you live in again?
Kerr Hall, Warsaw.
literally looked like a hospital.
It actually did. It looked like Methodist.
Yeah, but I liked it way better. It was bigger than Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was bigger than
The only
Clark.
problem is y'all had 7 fucking flights of stairs.
That was not the problem.
And yeah,
we
imagine
had
living
elevators.
on that
Y'all had-
7th floor
Sorry, we
during
had
the fire
elevators.
alarm.
But y'all had all those bitches going to the same cafeteria.
Yeah, because
And
it was the
going
only
to
one
the same
open.
washrooms. That was hella
True.
people.
Y'all had communal bathrooms, didn't you?
No, we had our own restroom.
Oh, that's
nice.
nice.
I'm talking about the washing machines.
You guys didn't have that too?
But that's hella floors.
No, it was pretty open. More? It was pretty open.
Ah.
No, each floor, like, we have the downstairs ones and there's some upstairs. Like, it's not...
It was just one.
You guys didn't even explore Curb.
I had, like, 3. Yeah, because, I don't know, Curb just gave me a vibe where I was like, I don't want to be in here.
I felt like everybody
had weird
shit
vibes
on the cafeteria, but low-key, I like the cafeteria there.
We're gonna get to that.
I never ate there because none of my fucking friends liked it.
Because they only had a few good things.
They had pizza, and that's all I wanted.
That's every cafeteria, though. But yeah, Kirk Clark, Maple Hall.
The bougie one.
It was bougie, but also looking back, I was like, it was
Victory.
Not that good. Victory was just like athlete shit, and it wasn't even that good either. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It still looked like
it was very meat heavy.
It was very meat heavy.
Very meaty.
Yeah.
Very meaty hall.
That's a perfect segue into talking about what the food was like in each place.
I liked the pizza at Bruce. Bruce had the best pizza.
Okay, so I said Mean Greens versus Bruce versus Kerr. So Bruce was pretty good on the days that everything else was closed.
Yeah.
Like, they were kind of, because they had, like, kind of different things each week, right?
Yeah. Well, I think they had, like...
Sorry, I used to work there, so it just brings back war memories.
Yeah, war flashbacks.
Yeah, their breakfast was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I only got eggs. Like, you don't know how many people came through.
For breakfast?
Yeah, like wanting 3 eggs. I'm like,
come. I never went to Bruce for breakfast just because I could not make that walk in the morning.
Because
like, it was
Bruce,
up a hill, and I was like, I can't do that at 9 a.m.
Yeah. I never woke up early enough for breakfast.
Well,
I was waking up 10 minutes before my class.
The most I was going to do was go downstairs to Mean Greens and eat that shit real quick and go to my class.
Yeah.
I was not walking up a hill for some eggs.
Exactly.
Some eggs. The special thing about Kerr between all the other ones is Kerr was open all day.
Yeah.
Bruce and Maple, they closed for like lunchtime.
Oh yeah, and Mean Greens wasn't open on certain days, right? And neither was Bruce.
Well, Bruce was open like on Saturdays, like on the weekends, but on shorter times.
Yeah, shorter times.
And then Curb was just always open.
Yeah, and then Mean Greens was closed on like a Sunday or some shit. Right?
No, they're closed on Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. So it was like, fuck y'all vegans.
Yeah,
here's some vegan food, but also fuck y'all.
They close early on Fridays too. They close like after lunch. I'm like, bitch, some of us gotta eat dinner.
Some of us can't just. And also going back to Kerr, just because I'm like, yeah, some people liked it. I fucking didn't like Kerr that much. That shit was like junk food every single time I went down there, and every time I left from eating there, I was just like, I want to throw up a little bit.
That's why I liked it.
Oh my god, it made you feel like trash.
Well, you would only eat the pizza.
Because what else?
I wouldn't only eat the pizza. I also have a lo mein.
And I also had their other food too, and I didn't like it.
No, I had their the only good thing, I had their Jello, but then once I realized I didn't like Jello after what was in it.
Why are you telling me about Jello?
Because they had Jello.
That's not sustaining.
It's prepackaged, bitch.
I don't know about the shit they cooked.
Hey guys, I had a whole meal. I didn't just eat one thing.
I want to talk about what they cooked. How is that your example? The Jello.
The Jello they cooked.
I mean, they made it.
I mean, yeah, out of a package.
Yeah, but like that's what I would eat. That's the good things that were there. The Jello, the pizza.
Talking about something that can give you sustenance, not no fucking
Hey, that's
Jello.
sweet. Dessert.
Sustenance.
Sustenance.
Dessert.
Dinner.
If you eat enough of it, it's a sustenance.
This bitch will eat ketchup on toast for dinner.
They be living on Jello.
I love that shit.
That's sustaining.
I'm not looking for sustainable. I'm looking for delicious.
Not sustainable. Something that will keep you going throughout the day.
It does.
It does not.
Jello is not that. Jello will run through you.
Animal bones and water.
I lived through it.
So delicious.
Anyway.
And that's why you're skinny as fuck.
Yeah. No, that's not why I'm skinny as fuck.
That's her genetics. That's just her genetics.
Yeah.
But that do be why she be in a bad mood at work.
Bad mood? I'm in bad mood at work?
You probably don't like working because you don't eat enough.
No.
Well, that too. Like, it affects your mood if you don't eat enough.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why.
I mean, it can be a factor.
It can be, but it's not.
So like, no, if I don't eat and I go to work, I'll be like, just more irritable because I'm gonna have a headache.
Yeah, the shitty thing about my job is, like, I gotta wake up early, so I don't want to eat breakfast. Like, I don't want to eat breakfast in the morning. Like,
you usually don't, though, right?
I don't. But then I'm starving, like, halfway through.
Yeah.
Because you eat like a bird.
I do.
She does. She's a very picky eater. She is a picky eater.
I also just get really hungry. Like, even before lunch, I'm just, like, starving. And then I get to lunch, and I eat, and I'm good, and then I get hungry again.
Okay, there's 2 things. She eats very small portions. Like, she gets a 3-piece, and she only eats 1.5.
Yeah.
Hey, I like to, First of all, I like to bite off certain parts of each chicken strip until, like, you know, I've had my fill. I don't know why I do this. I think it's because I'm trying to get the parts with the less meat in it, weirdly enough. I'm like, I want more of the fried part, but less of the actual, like, good for me part.
It's just hilarious hearing this because, like, Sherry is one to talk when she be babysitting all of her drinks, including water. This bitch will go.
Yeah, but I drink it all.
Where's your water? Where's your mug?
You mean this?
She that's fucking good.
You're like, it's delicious.
No, Sherry does eat. She just be like, sometimes when I remember when I would try to feed you when we lived together, you'd be like, yeah, I'm good. And I'd be like, are you sure you don't want more? And you'd be like, I guess so. I'm like, bitch, tell me you want some more food. I have more food.
Don't be shy, put some more.
Don't be shy, put some more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
don't be shy to ask for more food.
Bruce is good some days.
Dude, that's where I went exclusively for lunch.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I would go there pretty much. I had a routine. Like, I had a very set routine. I would go there every day for pizza.
I feel like we went there, or maybe not just us, maybe me and somebody else, but I went there to Bruce for lunch and dinner a lot during the last half of freshman year. Like, I was just like, Bruce is actually pretty good.
See, I'm telling you,
at least that's what we were doing.
No, but yeah, like, everyone was sleeping on it.
Everyone was. I was like, I'd be the person who'd be like, let's go to Bruce, and then everybody would be like, let's go to Mean Greens. I'm like,
I
what,
love
eat a
Mean
fucking
Greens.
tofu scramble?
I liked Mean Greens, but in the back of my head, like, sometimes I look back and I'm like, that shit was kind of nasty sometimes. Like, whenever they would have, they would try to make, like, polenta and shit like that, and it was okay, but...
What is polenta?
You know those balls?
It's like pasta. It's pasta.
It was like, yeah, balls in my mouth.
Balls in my mouth.
Polenta. Here, I can look it up for you.
I think it's a pasta grain, right?
I guess so.
Or
they
a
kind of look
grits.
like a bean or like a grain or some shit. I don't know.
But the way they made it was like grits.
Like garbanzo beans.
And they put a lot of seasoning in it, which I respected and I liked at the time.
Well, the thing is, like, when you're making big portions like that, it's hard to season.
It is hard to season, and so when I would be eating there, I would just be like, oh yeah, it's good, because I could stomach it, and it wasn't just fucking pizza from her. So it was good, but
literally, I was
stuff like that. It would kind of once I was leaving, I'd be like,
yeah. But for me, why I like maple a little bit more is because I feel like they tried at least for more ethnic food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because Burst, they had like they each of them had a schedule about like Tuesdays for maple was like Asian cuisine and like Thursday was like Indian. With Bruce, it was more American cuisine.
Yeah. Like exclusively.
They're like, pasta today.
I mean, they had
briskets.
They had pho.
Literally,
they had pho once.
I would just eat the pasta and pizza. That would be my meal. That would be my lunch.
I ate a little.
Literally every day. I was so malnourished, probably. Oh, I would also have a salad. But the salad was not a normal salad. It was just spinach and bell peppers. Specifically, red bell peppers, because those are the sweet ones. Not the green ones. The green ones are fucking bland. I will fight anybody on this who says a green bell pepper.
Are good.
They're okay. But a red bell pepper, you're going to choose a green over a red.
For certain things, yeah. On my pizza, I like a green bell pepper, but in my stir fry, I like red.
Yeah, because the red has more flavor.
Yeah.
But on a pizza, you're not really, you're not eating the pizza for the bell pepper. You're eating the bell pepper on the pizza. You're trying to get that pizza flavor.
Sometimes I do eat the pizza so I can get some bell pepper on it, because it's kind of good. I don't know. I like the taste of the greens.
Using the pizza as a vehicle for the bell pepper in your mouth.
Because it's like a give and take. They taste good.
Yes, can we talk about how Iris eats her pizza first of all?
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. We can't even have this discussion because Iris don't even eat the top of her pizza.
No.
I take off the cheese. I take off the cheese and the pep. I order pepperoni pizza and I take off the cheese.
Go out of her way to order a pepperoni pizza.
Because the taste lingers, but I don't like the actual meat. I'm not crazy. Other people will eat the cheese. I will scrape it off, and I used to have an uncle who shall not be named because he is not a part of my family anymore. But he would eat the cheese and the pepperonis, so then it was like nothing went to waste. But no, that saucy pizza dough... Ew. Eat it up all the time. I like to slurp it up.
Ew.
Because sometimes when you take off the cheese, it's very flappy. Yeah. There's no more structure, so you really do have to slurp up the end. It's like that pizza. And have you guys seen that movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You know the part where they're eating the pizza? I don't know why, but that pizza always looks so fucking delicious because the cheese. Would it was a cartoon pizza, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza.
I remember watching that shit and being like, that looks kind of good.
Dude, going back to dorms real quick, can I tell y'all that story? Y'all have heard this story,
scary
but
one?
For your listeners, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Actually, first, just to end this, rank Mean Greens versus Bruce versus Kerr. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
Mm-hmm. Mean Greens.
Mean Greens, 7 out of 10.
9.
I'll say
because their breakfast was bomb as fuck.
Their breakfast was good.
Like, their breakfast was good. I'll give them a 7.5.
I was so mad that I didn't go there for breakfast more often. I was like, I should have woken my ass up.
Whenever we would wake up too late, it would be like, oh!
Yes. But one of my favorite memories is me and Jackie. We would like, both the Jackies and we would like work out. We would play basketball at like 6 in the morning or something and then go get some breakfast. That was like so fun.
Meanwhile, I'm in the dorm.
I forgot about that. That was cute.
Yeah. Just sleeping.
Yeah, we would like wake up, walk outside when it was like breezy and dark.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we would just run with Jackie, remember?
Yeah. I would walk maybe.
Oh yeah, you know I would walk too after running. I'd be like, I'm out of breath.
Yeah, but then we played basketball.
And
it was just us. It was
Pooping, what was it? Balling at my breasts?
Yeah, we played hose.
Horse. We played hose. But no, yeah, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then Bruce, what's their score?
9 out of 10.
I'll say
6.
5.
Yeah.
No, I'll say 6.
Because I would only seriously get their pizza and their bread pudding.
I'm saying 9 out of 10
I
because
like the desserts.
It was the only thing that sustained me through that year, like food source wise. That was literally all I ate was that pizza.
That's valid.
So good too.
I mean, they had like cold sides that were pretty good, I guess.
I'm thinking about that pizza right now. So
delicious.
It doesn't help that I'm hungry.
And then Kerr, flat out 2 for me.
Kerr,
3. 5 out of 10.
Because I also didn't mention one time I had their breakfast right before I had to walk across the street and eat somewhere else. And why were their eggs so greasy? Like, I almost threw that shit up right where I sat.
Yeah.
I was like,
I got some greasy eggs.
I never ate there again.
Yeah, I'm not a big egg person, but I can imagine greasy eggs.
It
just sounds like fucking awful.
Just ruined my day.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us your story.
Okay.
About the dorms.
Back when me and Jackie were rooming together, not this Jackie, the other Jackie, she told me she was going to go stay the night at her friend Chris's. Mm-hmm. And then I hopped in the shower and I didn't hear from her through that time. So then I am about to go to bed and I'm laying there in the dark, just, in my thoughts. And the door, somebody unlocks the door. Like I hear the key jiggle and then they open the door and I see a person come in, and I think it's Jackie, so I turn around because I don't want to talk. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. I don't want to jibber jabber. And so I turn over, and I hear them like rustling, like trying to get something, and then they leave. And I thought, Jackie, you forgot something. Mm-hmm. Next morning, I go to class, go through my day, and then I meet up with my roommate again at the end of the day, and I'm like, oh, hey, what'd you forget last night? Like, you came in, and she was like, I did not come in. And I was like, wait, you're fucking with me, right? Because you definitely came in to grab something. Like, I saw you come in, you grabbed something, and you left. And, like, she thought I was messing with her, and, like, we were going back and forth, like, trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And, like, I even messaged, our RA, and I was like, hey, so somebody came into my room last night, did anybody check out the key from, like, the front desk? Because that was a thing. Like, you could check out the key and, if you needed to get into your room. So I thought maybe somebody had done that and stolen something. But the thing is, nothing was missing. Nothing was missing. It's just somebody came in, rummaged, and left. But the freaking RA texted me back and she's like, no, and, not to mean I don't mean anything by this, but do you have any... a history of psychological issues, she's basically asking me if I'm schizophrenic, or like have some fucking like psychotic issue where I'm like seeing things. What the fuck? I was like, bitch, no. Somebody came in, and I shit you not, I'm pretty sure it was a ghost. Pretty sure.
Afterwards, didn't y'all say that somebody was like breaking into dorms or something? Or no? Or was there somebody going, or were we just kind of speculating maybe someone like was just opening doors?
Yeah, well, people do that. Yeah. If you don't lock your shit, they will like open your
the door
turn
to your dorm.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I heard them put the key in the door.
What the fuck?
And that's the thing. That's the thing that always bothers me about it is I heard them put the key in the door, they come in, and the weird thing is I didn't like get a good look at like her face. I thought it was Jackie, but it wasn't. And
do you see their body shape?
No, it was just like figure.
Did you ever find out if it was maybe your suite mate going into the wrong room at night?
But the keys don't match.
Yeah, the keys don't match. And I always lock the door.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm there, the door is locked.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't like to leave doors unlocked just because, like, I've been robbed. Shit ain't fun, so I be locking them doors.
Mm-hmm. Who fucking left the doors open when we lived in the apartment, though?
It would forget.
Oh, wait. Sometimes I would leave it open if I was home. If I was home, because, like, that was back then when, like, we were just moving in somewhere. Yeah. Like, I'd never lived on my own before. So if I had unlocked the door at my house and left it unlocked, it wouldn't be a big deal because my mom was there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, wait. Did I imagine that? But also another thing that happened, like, freshman year, or when we lived in the dorms for those 2... Wait. Was it 1 year?
It was only one.
It was 1 year.
Yeah.
Was we used to have, like, a movie watching
kind of group that was so fun.
That we would do, like, every few weeks?
Yeah, but even then...
I thought it was every
Saturday.
Like,
we tried to do it every week.
Yeah, and then we would also, like, hang out to go to these events at UNT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had a really big friend group. Like,
it was cute.
It was those are some of my favorite memories from college, just because, like, it was the first time I felt like I was really, really a part of something, like, a big friend group. Like, it was so nice to have, like, just a large group of friends to, like, chill and hang out with, and you're all, like, cool with each other.
Yeah.
Because that was something I always wanted, like, in high school, but I didn't really have, because, like, I had, like, maybe, like, few friends, but not, like, big group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a pretty sizable, like, amount of people that we were, like, hanging out with. Like, we would, like, go to, like, the movie watching nights at, like, the Union at UNT. Mm-hmm. We would just hang out in the Union and eat dinner together, like, what's it called, like, Burger King and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of my favorite memories, too, just because, like, y'all were funny.
Dude, yes.
Like, y'all would make me giggle. Like,
just, like, the back and forth that, like, I would have with people. It's just so fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And they were all, like, really fun people, too. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I kind of miss that. Like, I wish we still, like, kept in contact with them, but then...
Yeah, but just things happen.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, because that's the beautiful thing about friendships.
Yeah.
You had your moment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
lost it.
Yeah.
Get the
Not lost. Yeah.
Pack your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
But we would watch movies almost every week, and, like, I forget which ones we watched. I know we watched Rango.
Yeah.
Because I love that movie.
The Arrival.
Oh my god,
Bro,
Arrival.
we watched
that was the one about the linguist, right?
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
When we watched The Holy Mountain, like, I was struggling so hard to not talk shit during that movie. Because, like, I could tell that everybody else was really into it, but I was like, what is this? This is Jesus, you pooped and it turned to gold? Yeah. Like, that part, like, I get it. There's probably some deep meaning to it, but that movie, I was like...
Some deep film, bitch.
Like, especially at the beginning, like, when I saw, like, those piles of dead bodies, and, like, I thought there was going to be, like, a lot of, like, symbolism and meaning in this movie, and then he poops and turns into gold, and he has to sit in the fume of his poop. I was like, what? You remember that scene where he's
I wasn't there for that one.
Oh, you weren't?
I was like, was I there for that one?
Dude, you had...
I don't remember.
I remember, I think it's, it might have just been, like, Jackie and then the film majors that put it on, because, like, that is definitely a film major movie.
It was very much a film bitch, like, movie, from what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, Pan's Labyrinth, I remember we watched,
which
was good, but I think it was just a little too long for me that night, and I was probably sleepy, because I was like, I'm trying so hard to pay attention.
Well, it was slow paced and it was in a different language.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. That was, like, the first half of the movie, I was, like, chilling. And then I was just like,
I think I really like Pan's Labyrinth because it like,
cool.
It enthralled me with, like, the visuals. It was a very visually appealing movie. Also, the plot, I was into it. I don't really remember that much of the plot, but I just remember I really love the aesthetics of that movie.
It was really cool because what's his name did that movie? Was it Luca? Is that even his name?
I don't think it's Luca.
It's not Luca.
I don't know, but I know it.
I forget what his name is.
Oh fuck! I just had it and then it went away. Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. I was like, why am I thinking about Luca? I think that was a different
He also did that Hellboy movie that came out.
Yes.
Yeah, not the recent one. I heard that one was a pile of shit.
His aesthetic in general is, like, really cool.
The practical effects that he uses in his movies. That's another thing that pisses me off about a lot of movies nowadays is it's mostly CGI versus practical effects, the practical effects and CGI, like, mixing the two mediums, like, makes your movie, like, it makes the visuals look so much more realistic. I don't understand why, like, studios that make, like, Marvel movies, like, are just...
They just cut corners.
It's just the CGI, and I'm like, where's the craftsmanship? And not saying that, like, CGI doesn't take a lot of effort, but, like...
It's just, like...
It looks like shit! For, like, the amount of time y'all spent on it and the money, like...
Exactly. At least have some real elements so that it can kind of look real.
Yeah, otherwise it just looks like a bunch of people in a green screen.
Exactly. But another thing about UNT, like, what were some of the extracurriculars that y'all did? I know you probably didn't have too many.
I think I wanted to join the clarinet club. And I wanted to, but I never actually went. I actually didn't do a lot of extracurriculars. Right. I honestly went to my class, came home, and just did me. Yeah. Like, I would have liked to join some extracurriculars, but it was just, I was struggling as it was with school. Mm-hmm. Like, it was too much for me. I know you guys were really into extracurriculars.
I was into, like, a couple.
Yeah.
I tried to, the first year, I had, like, not a lot of free time because I did women's chorus, and then I realized very quickly that was not worth the effort, because like it takes up a lot of your time, and I was like, I'm not even a music major, so
what's the fucking point of this?
Exactly. So after the first semester I was like, fuck that shit, and then I moved on to folklorico, which is Mexican traditional dance, and I did that basically my entire college.
I saw that video of that one performance you guys did. It was so good.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you. I went to several events. I loved it.
Yeah, I was like, they probably came mostly to see us perform.
Yeah. I was just there for Jackie.
You're like, yeah, it's cool. Can we go eat?
Bro, that's literally me every time I'm hanging out with people. I'm like, yeah, this is fun, but when are we gonna like get food?
No, but me too. Like, whenever we hang out, I'm like, okay, so we're eating after this, right?
Dude, when we were freshman year, when we would hang out, I would always be like, man, where are we gonna go get something to eat? Because in high school, like my friend group, like that was the only thing we did was go out to eat.
Yeah,
which is very indicative of my friend groups. We're just eating, watching My 600-Pound Life, and eating. No! Bro, that was literally a thing that I did in high school. I would watch My 600-Pound Life and binge like mac and cheese.
I mean, yeah. What else did you do in high school?
I mean,
you're right. Yeah. What else?
I mean, why are we about to start like a binge eating podcast? Because we talked a little bit about binge eating last podcast.
Did we?
Oh my gosh,
we like mentioned it, and I'm like trying not to again. Because I can talk.
Let's not promote eating disorders on this pod.
Like, it's not a good thing. It's just something that you go through. I feel like with hormones also, but it also is like an eating disorder.
Yeah, but for the ones I had, that had nothing to do with eating disorder.
Yeah.
I know some people
might have been on the cusp of one. What was it like living with us for a year, Iris? You can go first. You have the floor.
Well,
just from start to finish.
I will say, it was fucking awful. No, I love living with you guys. Like, it was very, like, fun environment. Like, I felt like we didn't have a lot of beef, except for, like, certain points in the year.
Well, and I would justify that we lived with each other.
Yeah. We're seeing each other's faces every single day. So.
It's hot. Yeah, and that's why I'm shocked that we didn't have more arguments. Because, like, seeing somebody every day and, like, you get to know all of their little flaws. Like, one of the things was I lived with the other Jackie before, and then she lived with us again. So, like, I was already used to all of her shitty habits. And then I had to get used to two more people's shitty habits. And, my shitty habits are awful, too. I know that we were all, like, pretty bad at cleaning the kitchen. Like, that kitchen stayed messy. It partially my fault. I mean, it was all of our fault, but I'm terrible at doing the dishes to this day.
Yeah, and it was partially also just stubbornness, because if I didn't make the mess, I was like, I'm not fucking cleaning that.
And which sucks, because like I would also be like that, and then it'd be like, what dishes are these?
Exactly.
Whose dishes
and then you would end up cleaning them anyway. No, but one thing that we were actually bad at was taking the trash out.
Dude,
I will say that.
First of all, we lived on the 3rd floor. Can we talk about that?
No, I'm saying, like, I'm not even mad at y'all for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I recognize that as me. I'm like, I definitely didn't take the trash out.
Yeah,
like
when we lived on the 3rd fucking floor.
We would let that shit overflow, and we had 2 trash cans.
Literally.
Yeah.
we'd be playing fucking trash Jenga.
Honestly, because who the fuck wants to carry that shit down 3 flights of stairs and across
and it's heavy.
Yeah,
what's it called, parking lot.
Then it'd be worse, because we'd leave it in there, and then it'd get even heavier, and it'd split open on the way down the stairs.
We'd end up just taking the whole whole
bin.
Basket bin. Yeah, because I was like, I'm not fucking dealing with this shit.
Yeah, but the worst.
And it's hot. It's Texas.
Yeah,
and other places and other apartments around there had like a trash pickup. Mm-hmm. They would come pick up your trash for you.
Yeah, my current apartment, thank fucking God, even though I live on the 1st floor.
But they're picky about it.
Yeah, they're like, we're only gonna pick it up between 6 and 8 on Monday through Tuesday.
Like, if it's not fully in the bin, you'll get charged something. If you have 2 of them out, you'll get charged.
I'm like, I'm paying you $15 a fucking month.
Yeah, and
you're
sometimes they don't do it. Sometimes they don't do it.
Exactly. Like the other night, they don't pick up my trash. I'm like,
so nobody wants to take out trash, period.
Like, not even when it's your job.
No
But no, for the most part, living with you guys, like, very easy. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the only, like, I remember one time, it was, like, I had work at, like, 6 a.m. the next day, and you guys had gone to, like, Groove Yard before it, like, closed down. It was, like, this, house party, and, when you guys came back, you were all fucking drunk. Yeah. Drunk off your ass, and I woke up at, like, it just, like, it kept me up, and I was like, I want to die. Because I had to, mind you, I had to wake up at, like, 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. to get there, because my job was in Fort Worth, and we lived in Denton, and I'd hit that morning traffic. So I had to leave, like, an hour early. And I was like, I woke up that day, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was so fucking pissed, but I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I just went into the kitchen, made my cereal, and I left.
Drunk people are just awful. We're just awful.
But for the most part, you guys, good roommates.
Yeah. Yeah, just regular roommate shit. And then, like, I wouldn't even say that we were beefing for anything like that, because I feel like that has to be, like, prolonged. Yeah. But we would definitely have, like, petty arguments and bicker.
Oh, yeah.
Every day. Not every day, but a good amount, I'd say, for living
when
for each other.
When you be having 4 bitches in a house?
4 bitches in one house.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note, we used to be fucking crazy in there. We used to be chaotic.
Our name, Trap House alumni. That was that's
what our friends called us. Called our house the Trap House.
Yeah, it's literally just. I mean, we didn't smoke nearly as much weed as we do now, but
not including me.
Our closet smelled so fucking dank.
Oh, we had a closet outside in the balcony.
Oh my god! Okay, I was like, what?
That was where we kept the weed.
We would never smoke inside the house. It always had to be outside.
Yeah.
Until, like,
because it wasn't our furniture.
Did we do it towards the?
No, we had a pin. We had a pin. Yeah, the actual. Flower. It was outside.
Yeah.
Oh my god! There was this one time when we made a crack pipe.
Because listen,
out of foil.
Because listen, sometimes times are hard, and when you don't know how to roll, and you're a bitch, and your bitch doesn't know how to roll either, it's like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna fucking YouTube how to make a pipe.
We were struggling back then with rolling weed. Like we didn't try. We didn't have a grinder.
Nope.
We would.
I didn't even know what it was.
We was separated by hand. I was like, I'm not spending money on a fucking grinder.
I was like, I'll just not fucking smoke. I don't give a fuck.
Like, what we would do is we would break up the weed, and then I'd put it in the cone, because I didn't know how to roll either, so I'd buy those pre-rolled cones, and I'd stick them in there, but then when you light the joint, it all goes up in flames, because there's too much air in the fucking joint.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, I hate joints. I hate joints. Like, yeah. Blunts only.
Blunts only.
And then eventually...
I learned how to fucking roll a joint.
No, got a fucking grinder.
Yeah, I got a grinder.
Oh, yeah.
That shit helps way better.
Yeah. It was so much easier, but that whole closet, I can't get over. I miss the smell, honestly. I would go in there.
I miss that fucking apartment.
It was good. It was a piece of shit, but it was good.
No, my
room was so nice.
It wasn't a piece of shit.
It was not a piece of shit.
Compared to other apartments that I've seen.
The AC didn't even work in Jackie's room.
Yeah.
All the shit was painted over.
Yeah, but
Jackie?
No, your AC.
My room is always like the hottest room.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but I don't think it was shit. Compared to other places, we had all our tables, everything matched.
Yeah.
I think we could have had worse.
It could have been worse.
We had our own bathroom, which was nice.
And yeah, I'm saying I loved that apartment because, like, I loved my view.
Yeah, our windows were so nice.
My room was.
Jackie had the worst.
Own closet.
Oh yeah, poor Jackie. She had that.
Oh yeah.
Basically that dank ass dungeon room.
Yeah, she had a dungeon room, and she lived right next to our neighbors, and she would hear when they were having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See Poppy, you know that fucking Key and Peele sketch.
Oh my god.
That's all I can think about. When she would tell us about the people having sex next door. It's like
yes, and I walked, like, she was like, come here, I hear it.
Wasn't one time they were doing it and it was like making some shit
move
or something there?
I'd be going in there and putting my ear up to the door trying to listen.
And then Jackie once put her music on, and then I think she heard them say, who the fuck is listening to this? I think that happened.
Who the fuck is having sex right now?
Right next to my ear.
I'm trying to fucking sleep. Could you calm down on the slapping?
But we would, well, I didn't live there, but Jackie definitely, she never, like, walked over there and, like, we never confronted them or anything.
Oh, yeah.
We were just, like,
I mean, what are you going to do? Stop having good sex?
I mean,
listen to that.
Who said it was good?
I mean, if it was loud.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the loudness could just be from him hitting it too hard.
Bitches do be lying.
That's a sad thing. I remember, dude, Why is it that hearing people fuck in your apartment is such like a common experience? Why are walls so thin?
Well, it's because
and why is your sex so loud?
I think the apartment's just too thin.
Yeah.
The walls are too thin.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know how you have quiet
But
sex.
what was crazy was, like, we could never hear each other in our own rooms unless we were in the
main room.
Like, I was like, when me and Jackie would, because we blast our music in this house. I feel like all of us do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all of us would blast our music, but I'd be like, Jackie would be like, did you hear what I was playing this morning? I'd be like, nope. I was listening to my music. Did you hear me? She'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Because at the apartment that I currently live at and the one that Sherry lived at last year, like, the walls are so fucking thin.
It's not even the walls. I think it's the vents, too.
Oh, yeah. Like, we can talk to each other from our own separate bedrooms.
No!
Because, like, we have these huge-ass vents above the door that just, like, there's no way to close them.
And the walls are thin, too.
And the walls, yeah.
Even outside the apartment.
Yeah, because I always hear the neighbors.
Or my restroom. It was in my restroom. That's when they were
yeah. They were arguing.
Yeah.
We also heard them fucking that one time.
Yeah, and then your neighbors from your side.
Dude, I'm sure there was some domestic shit going on there because they'd be fighting a lot. And he'd be like, he'd be calling his girl the N-word, like, not like with the, you know, like they were both black. Yeah. And I would just be like, oh my god, what's going on next door? What are y'all arguing about? I think it was cheating. I think the girl, either one of them was cheating, and he was like, how can you do this to me? I was like, I do not need to be hearing this. Like, I'd put my ear up to the wall just to be like, everything good in there?
Plot twist is that they're just dramatic like us, and they were like playing out a scene. How could you do this to me?
Man, that drama was lasting for a while.
I don't know. We used to have some crackhead energy. Like, when me and
really
Jackie were home alone in that apartment that we all had together.
Bro, when we would get drunk,
would do some fucking crazy shit. Mm-hmm. We would act out.
Yeah, and
she'd be like, why? We'd like have like little like drama moments where we'd like play like do like a bit or something. Yes. I'd be like, you didn't fucking cook my shit right, and she'd be like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, we just argue like a married couple.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like for fun when nobody was home.
That's always fun.
The Jackies, they're both named Jackies.
Yeah.
Geminis. Yeah, both Geminis, both named Jackie.
Yeah, and we have a lot. I don't know. I feel like we have like certain things that are just like. They're like so many coincidences between
No, it's so I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But what's the weirdest thing to me is just if I hadn't met Jackie or the people, it would be weird to have how our paths would cross because me and Jackie met from pure just her coming up to me and eating pizza and asking her if she likes pineapple on pizza. And then after that, we were friends.
Besties. You know, I think all this weed smoking I do has been like fucking up my memory because sometimes when I'm trying to like think about like what like our freshman year.
No, that shit's just long ago.
It was just a long time.
Kind of like high school.
Yeah,
high school is just so far away now. It's just like even though 4 years, 4 or 3 years doesn't seem that far. It's just. There's so many things that can happen that happened those years.
Like, there's so much shit that has happened. Like, especially, like, recently, just, like, the end of 2020. Like, that whole semester, like, that fall semester of 2020, like, I was basically just high every day. Oh, my God. Literally. And, I mean, you still got that 4.0, baby.
Period.
Yeah, life just be going by really fast. And that's why I'm, like... Even though I was, like, living it, like, it's not like our heads were in our phone the whole time. Like, we were definitely, like, experiencing each other and, like, everything with college. It's just... I wish I took more pictures.
Dude,
ironically,
honestly,
I wish I had more photos, like, more pictures on my... Because I don't remember every single thing, and I'm just like, fuck,
I have so many photos of, like, high school on my phone, but college, like, where the fuck are the pics?
We just experienced that shit.
Yeah, do you guys remember I did a video a year or a video a day? I don't know if you guys remember that shit.
I do remember.
So I have a bunch of those, like, small snippets. They're very small, though, but I like looking through them.
That's such a cute thing to do. I want to do that, like... But I feel like if I did that now as an adult, it'd just be like, hey, I'm at work again. It'd just be like 365 days of, hey, I'm at work again, hey, I'm depressed again.
But yeah,
and the cycle continues.
But anything else that you want to kind of talk about from when we lived together, or is that basically it?
I mean, all our drinking stories were fun. Like, the amount of times that we would get drunk and I would just throw up, like...
Oh, and I also I forgot to write it on here, but, like, we have to talk about that Halloween. We have to talk about the Halloween party we had, and then the Halloween at Groove Yard. So I'm going to talk about Groove Yard first.
Okay, so Groove Yard, it was our first time going out to, like, a house party.
Yeah.
So we dressed up Mm-hmm. We pre-gamed at our friend's house.
We were witches, right?
Yeah, I was Kat.
You were a cat. I was a witch.
I didn't dress up.
You didn't dress up.
You were coming off of work.
Yeah, I had just gotten off of work, and I was like, I'm gonna party.
Yeah, on a whim, you were just like, yeah, I want to fucking go.
And Jackie was Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
yes.
Uma Thurman.
Oh my god,
Pulp
she
Fiction,
looks so
Pulp Fiction,
good.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You know, there was like 3 other Uma Thurmans there.
Yeah, and our friend Serena was also Uma Thurman.
Yeah, they all look so good.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
Sexy.
So we pre-gamed. Jackie gave me like.
Yeah, bitch, I was letting them ride the boat. I said, Sherry, drink a little more.
We had 3. What was it? Vodka. So I took 3.
Wait, no, it was the sangria.
I had
shots.
Oh, we were before then.
Yeah.
I had 3 shots of vodka.
At
and then
Harley's house.
Yes, and I took an extra one. So in total, I took 4 shots. That's my first time taking that back, and I was good.
Yeah.
Till a certain point.
She was good for most of the
I was drunk as hell.
And then did you take any at Harley's? Do you remember?
I
remember y'all were fucking vibing.
After.
Like going crazy.
I had
After
quite
Graveyard.
a bit of sangria. Like, that was my first time drinking, like, period. Like, I mean, like, I had drinks before, but I never got
was the
drunk.
sangria after Graveyard at Harley's house?
I think so.
Okay,
No,
first,
the sangria was before Graveyard, because I remember I got a little buzzed off the sangria, and then we went to Graveyard.
And then at Graveyard, Sherry was already gone off of her 4 shots, but then...
No, let's talk about before Graveyard.
Oh, what?
I puked before Graveyard.
Why?
Because I took 4 shots.
Oh, yeah. She was already down for the count when we were just pre-gaming.
And
I remember because I was like, you were on the floor. Like, you were giggling and laughing.
And videos from that night of you are
we
so
do have
funny.
videos of that. And then we went to Graveyard, and then she made it worse because our mutual friend had a bottle of...
I didn't drink.
A water bottle.
Didn't you?
I'm telling you, I walked into a Graveyard, I heard 1 sound, and I was just like this. And then I was like... I needed to go outside because I needed to take a break, and then I smelled cigarettes, and it made me sick, and so...
And then you threw up.
I threw up by this sidewalk, and I threw it by a tree, and people
were
watching me.
I remember that now.
And then I came back, and you guys were, like, ready to go, and I was like, it's only been, like, 30 minutes. It was only an hour. That's how gone I was.
Yeah, it was more than 30 minutes. We were there for a while.
I was
it
gone.
you who drank out of that bottle?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it was
the
you.
mutual
Sorry.
friend, he pulls out this fucking water bottle, and he gives it to me, and I take a sip, and it's fucking vodka. And he's like, you want to keep it? I was like, yes,
sure.
I do. So I took that fucking water bottle back, and I was fucking taking swigs of that, walking back,
like
already
it was
drunk.
juice. Like it was juice.
We get back to Harley's house. I'm off my ass. I'm calling everybody in my phone book. I called my mom. I called my best friend. I called fucking 3 of my other friends. One of them who I hadn't even talked to at that point in like a few months. I called him drunk. I was like, dude, I'm like, I miss you. That was basically just every drunk text, just spewed out to my phone book for my contact list.
My God.
How
Shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I was sober that night, so I
You
was
were?
just, I was
Yeah,
mommy.
she was the DD because
I
took my car back and dude, I threw up thrice that night. 1, I threw up at Harley's house. 2, she drove us back to the apartment, and I could feel like we were almost there, and I could feel my stomach turning.
Yeah, we made it to the apartment. I parked, and then we got out, started walking.
I stumble out, throw up all over my boots. My brand new Docs.
Yeah.
Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Threw up. Chicken, and I hadn't had Whataburger that day, so I could see the chicken strips.
Ew.
I could see the little strippies.
I still get like queasy just thinking about it because that memory is burned in my brain.
Yeah, that vomit stayed in that driveway for a very long time. I kept coming because I had to go to that spot the next day to get my car. It was still there.
Yeah.
It was there for a few days after.
The throat was there, baby.
Yeah.
It was dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, me for the rest of the night, I was dead.
And then after I
died.
cleaned up the fucking shoes, I threw up again right before I went to bed.
Yeah.
I was like laying in bed
Just
sideways.
Just to get it all out,
Yeah, after that, I was traumatized from drinking.
Yeah.
I was like, the smell of it makes me want to gag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next Halloween, when we had
Like
the
a couple
Halloween
days.
party.
Yeah.
we drank again.
Yeah, because that was the same week, right?
Yeah.
So then we threw our very first like Halloween party, like as college students or whatever, at our apartment. It
Or a
was
little
so
house party.
Fun.
It was super fun.
We invited a whole bunch of people from my folklorico group that we all were friends with.
Energy
because
was
of
great.
It was so good. They brought a lot of drinks.
They did.
Seltzers. Ale, our bestie, Miss Alejandra, she brought, I think, a bottle of tequila, and she was making people dry the boat. Yeah. She was like, tilt your head back, and she was just like, fucking going in.
She made so fun. Yeah, she made me do it, but I was telling her, I can't. I was like, no.
Didn't you take a little?
Yeah, she was like, give me a baby one, and as soon as I drank it, I puked immediately.
Yep.
That's how traumatized I was.
Damn. Yeah. It'd be like that. When you get the alcohol trauma, that shit lasts for almost, I feel like, a year, because when that happened to me, I was like,
it's just a smell on its own.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally first of all, I can't drink anymore, but I also don't want to drink anymore, just because, like, it tastes bad. It tastes like shit.
It just never works out. I would always throw up eventually.
Yeah.
I need to have mine overloaded with, like, fruit juice or something for it to be even remotely good.
Wine is better, though. I do enjoy wine.
Once you find your liqueur, you stick to it. Because I definitely love tequila. I don't really drink too much vodka ever.
I'm more of a vodka.
That's not my thing of choice. I like
quality
tequila, and I like Hennessy.
Like, if it's quality alcohol, yes. But we got...
We look at
Svedka. God. Ew, I'm never touching Svedka bottle ever again.
Oh my god, you remember the fucking...
Dude, the fact that I drank Ciroc at Jahan's this past time, I was like shocked. I was like, I actually took some shots and it worked. That shit is like battery acid. I didn't throw up that night either. So
we only took like one shot.
I took like maybe two.
Thinking about it makes me want to throw up.
You guys remember that one time we bought alcohol? And I wanted Jack Daniels, so I don't know why I did.
It was expensive as fuck.
I wanted a whiskey.
Expensive.
Yeah, and because it was so expensive and we only gave her like a 20, she got these 2 big gallons of this McCormick whiskey that was literally straight up gasoline. It tastes like shit. And we had these 2 fucking giant bottles of whiskey in our freezer for like literally
a year.
Nobody
and
drank
then
that shit.
We turned it into a gravity bong.
Yeah.
Which was insane.
And
the video of it is awful. I see, a gravity bong, for those who don't know, is basically you cut a hole in a water bottle and you put it in a cup full of water and you put your piece on top and you light it. Yeah. And as you lift it, it creates a vacuum inside that pulls air through the piece and into here. So it creates a big thing of smoke and you pull it up and then you take off the cap and you take a huge ass fucking hit of that geeb. Or a jeeb. They call it a jeeb.
And then, but the thing is, we used one of my trash cans and the whiskey bottles.
Yeah, and it was this big of a whiskey bottle. So, it was this full of smoke.
She took a hit and then it just...
I was obviously not here for that. That sounds awful.
I think I almost died.
I took like, when she took her hit and dying, I just took a little baby hit and I was gone. That small of a hit, I was gone.
Yeah, but it basically ate up the whole bowl. Like, it literally, like, I heard that shit snap, crackle, pop, and then it was gone.
Damn.
Very fun experience, though.
That sounds scary.
I felt like a physicist. Like, I was very excited just because I liked the science behind it. I was like, yeah, so the air, like, creates a vacuum.
Yeah, like, what were you heating up? We were heating up something and, like, hammering the hole.
Oh, yeah. I was heating up the cap because, like, you have to,
somewhere for the whatever.
You have to like unscrew the cap so you can like get the smoke in, but you have to put the piece in too. So I used the piece from my bong, and yeah, I also had a bong at this point, so I really didn't need to be making.
Yeah, she didn't need to. She just did it for fun.
I just did it for the fun, yeah. And so I had to keep heating up this cap and then heating it up with my lighter, sticking it, and it took forever because this was very thick plastic. So I'm whiling at this thing for hours. And then finally, I get it. And then we can take the jeeb. And I only used it once.
Yeah. And it sat in my restroom for like a minute. And then I was like, I'm just going to throw this away. We're never going to hit this thing again.
Yeah.
Just like the crack pipe.
It was a moment in time.
The weed pipe.
I wanted to frame that one, but I don't know where it went.
Oh my gosh. I can make you another.
No, it's not the one.
It's not the same one.
Where
the memories.
Oh, but I just didn't have the struggling in it.
Yeah.
We had to have the struggle. Because we literally, oh my god.
Yeah, it was fun. Like people making.
And we also had a balcony. Go back to the apartment. We had a balcony. And
I
enjoyed that shit. And we had our pet Gloria, our spider, in front of Iris's window.
Shit.
Oh my god, that was the biggest spider ever, and it had a huge web in front of Iris's window. We would go out there, look at it, and scream.
I would try to throw things at it to like get it away.
We missed every time.
Gloria stayed there for a few months. Actually, she was not paying rent, mind you.
And she was outside.
I woke up.
And then the wind took her away.
I woke up one day, before the spider was there, I woke up one day, and I woke up to this big ass fucking spider this big.
Fuck no.
bigger, almost as big as my face.
She was like at least that big. She was at least this big with a big ass body in the middle.
I screamed. I had to bring them in. I was like, fucking look at this shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Iris could easily like close her blinds, but she didn't want to.
Because I like the light. I like the light. I'm not gonna put myself in the darkness for a bug.
No, she was very high up, so you could have just turned it.
No.
Iris wants to have the simple luxuries of waking up to light.
Exactly. I like to wake up with the sun on my face. I like to show off my tits to the street. Oh my god. I should not have to do that.
Changing with your window open was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it's always a little rush.
I can't do that here because I'm like, I know the people who live on this block, so.
Bro, my apartment right now, whenever I'm changing...
Are you thinking what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't talk about it on the pod.
No.
But, like, the window I have, it faces the street right now, so, like, every time I'm changing at night, I'm, like, giving a little show. I'm like, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
Oh my god. But yeah, great experiences. One of my favorites is when we would just get high and just stand outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Or play Rock Band. We played Rock Band a lot. I don't know how we haven't mentioned that already. But yeah, we
addicted to Rock Band. Yeah, I got so good at the guitar.
Yeah, we have a band.
It's the
Corrective Lenses.
We tour every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, y'all be lucky to see us again in action.
Oh yeah. My Instagram live has seen us perform.
Yeah.
So, like once. But
you had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there.
Had to be there.
But yeah, what else? I think, is that basically living
the
with us
gist
in
of it? A gist, yeah.
Living with us in a little package.
Yeah.
Drinking.
We obviously
getting high.
Okay, we didn't do that often. We didn't do that often.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of, okay. Maybe drinking, but high, no.
Yeah. That's
maybe towards the end.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, but
half the year.
Definitely a lot of just Rock Band, watching movies,
we
watching
watched a lot of movies,
YouTube videos. Yeah.
We danced around in our living room.
It's basically living with friends.
Yeah, a lot of school that we were doing.
Yeah. Cooking.
Yeah,
we made
I learned how to cook that year.
I think the first time me and Jackie made a vegan sheet cake.
The other Jackie, not me.
No.
A vegan cheesecake.
No.
Sheet cake.
Oh, I thought you said cheesecake. I was like, how the fuck does that make sense?
Came out like a fat cracker.
Hey, it was soft.
Hey, me.
No! Stop.
I'm sorry, don't say fat cracker around me.
I would never.
But yeah, it's a lot of cooking, a lot of good food, a lot of great experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time you made that chili. That shit was so good.
That shit was good,
I still make that shit to this day.
A lot of classics were made and followed us through life.
Yeah, a lot of test kitchening I did there. And made a lot of tortillas and shit.
Dude, those tortillas were so
They were good as fuck. I need to start making them again. I just don't be having time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was also gonna see... Okay, we already know what it's like to have that wagon, right?
Yeah.
We already asked that.
You know what? One thing I will say about the WAG, I was looking at it this morning, and I was like, I need to build up the booty shelf. Like, you know, like, because, like, I'm good. Like, I got a lot of cake down there, but it's all at the bottom of the cheeks.
Yeah. You want to do some spots so it can be perky.
Yeah, well, that leg workout where you go, like
or that. Yeah.
That shit with some, like, bands. Like, I want to do that, because I'm trying to get my butt to stick out. Because right now, it goes from my back, but then it's got that fat little...
Yeah.
You know? Like, it should be clapping, but it's saggy.
Yeah. No!
I gotta get that shit perky. Perky little ass.
That's your motivation to work out this week. Okay, well, yeah, that's basically it for this potty, y'all. Thank you for joining us.
I had a great time.
Did you have a good time?
I did. Yay. I very much enjoyed it. This is basically just like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna hang out and do this more after we wrap.
Yeah.
So. Literally. We'll just have a 4-hour-long podcast after this.
Exactly. Is there anything else you want to add to that, or anything you want to say?
I'm gonna take a shit real quick.
You want to mention your TikTok?
Do you want people to follow you on TikTok?
You know, if anybody wants to follow me on TikTok, you can. I don't post very much, but maybe
she
I'll
does
send
send
you a
funny
nice
shit. Yeah,
TikTok.
Yeah, maybe
what's your TikTok?
It is Stoner Coochie. All of the O's are zeros,
no
and
underscores?
I think there's an underscore between Stoner and Coochie.
Awesome. And we can put that in our photo dump, like on the description. We'll be throwing some stuff in our photo dump, so check that out again. LIG_pod on Instagram for other updates and stuff like that. And also for the question of this week, I was gonna ask that, but actually, what is y'all's craziest like roommate story or like party story.
Ooh, I would love to hear about some crazy roommates.
Yeah, some crazy roommates or crazy some good party experiences, or just a good one. Like, what was living with people?
Now, tell me about the time your roommate fucked your dad and killed your mom. Tell me about that. That's what. If it's anything less, I don't want to fucking hear it.
And if you want to be literally just send it in our DMs and let us know. You don't have to tag it underneath the photo.
Will you guys talk about it in the next podcast?
Yeah, we'll bring it up next potty. Yeah, it'll be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, leave us a review if we're on Apple Podcasts by now. You already know the drill.
If y'all give these bitches a bad review, I'm gonna come to your house.
Exactly. I mean, if it's constructive criticism, we'll take it.
Yeah,
but if you're just calling us ugly bitches, I mean,
even a constructive criticism, I'll be in your ass. I'll be in your ass.
Hey, Iris.
Don't be constructive on these posts.
My
blow smoke up their ass. Don't you hurt my babies. These are my babies.
Alrighty, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Keep it real. Peace.